It's 3:30 a.m. in the morning, and we're on our way to one of Chiang Rai's highest mountains, and apparently you can see the fog there, and it's quite a sight, I hear, so it's definitely worth the trip. And that's exactly what we're doing right now, even though it's way early in the morning and it's very, very cold. I think what I was saying at the time was a bit of an understatement. I was freezing my butt off and was feeling as if I had been harshly denied my fair share of sleeping. Nevertheless, we were on our way to Phu Chi Fa, which is one of Thailand's tallest mountains. Phu Chi Fa is approximately 25 kilometers south of Ampere district, which is around an hour-and-a-half drive from Chiang Rai, although to be honest I was sleeping in the car. Not to get things mixed up though, but Phu Chi Fa is still in Chiang Rai province, though traditionally it was part of the border division between Laos and Thailand. Phu Chi Fa is approximately 1.6 to 1.8 kilometers above sea level from its summit. As you can see, I was pretty tired. I wasn't speaking properly.
As you can see, it's pretty cold over here. I'm actually smoking air. So we're actually at Phu Chi Park, and we're actually going to see the sunrise and the fog in the mountain. It's definitely something that we're going to check out.
Getting to the top of Phu Chi Fa means that you have to
walk about 700 meters from here to the mountain, Phu Chi Fa, yeah.
Yeah, that's right, 700 meters. On your way up, you may encounter some local children in hill tribe costumes playing music, or otherwise happy to pose with you for a photo. It is up to you to provide any money or tips, the money of which would effectively go to their parents who are standing a few meters away. Did I say it is important to watch your step? Also, you may want to get fit prior to taking the hike up, but in truth, it's not that bad at all. Once on top, people set up their cameras and get ready for the spectacle. But you can also see the valley below covered in a blanket of fog, and once the fog goes, you can actually see well into the Mekong River and part of Laos.
Hi. Over there is Laos.
I was still thinking about the cold. It wasn't long though before there was light.
It's almost sunrise here at Phu Chi Fa. As you can see, the sun is about to rise, and it's still pretty cold, but hopefully in a moment we'll get an opportunity to see the sun coming out, and it'll be a sight worth waiting for.
The word Chi in Phu Chi Fa means point in Thai, and indeed from the point of the summit there is much to see. The star of the show here, the sun, was slow in coming out, but the wait was well worth it. I must admit it had me captivated for a while.
Alright, we've been here in the way early hours of the morning, waiting for the sunrise, and as you can see, we've actually had the opportunity to see the sun rise, and it's been worth the wait. It's been a spectacular view, and it's just something that you cannot miss. So if you're around this part of the world, definitely check this out.
I have always been good at stating the obvious. Anyway, the sun's appearance meant the temperature started to rise. From here, you can take some spectacular photos. To me, this had been the highlight of my trip so far. People started taking photos, including with the children dressed in hill tribe apparel. Chiang Raiมีสัญญาเมื่อสุดสยามครองสามแผ่นดิน The walk down is easier than the walk up, and like the walk up, you can encounter the hill tribe dressed children and their musical instruments. And I was looking forward to the journey back to lower ground. If you visit here, you can actually find accommodation in which to stay overnight. Check local guides for details. I got here by having a hired driver for the day, but there are other ways to get here too, including via bus tours and public transportation. The total distance from Chiang Rai is approximately 108 kilometers. However, to get to my driver, I needed to sit in the back of a ute until I reached the nearest town. Here I got to see how some of the locals live. After all that, if you're not driving, the return trip can comprise of a nice sleep in a warm vehicle until your next destination. Mine was visiting